Donald Trump has already announced changes for U.S. immigration policy. One allows immigration and customs enforcement to arrest undocumented people in more places. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Chapman-Whitfield.
And I'm Josh Rowe. The president promised to deport millions of undocumented people, including children. On his first day in office, Trump restarted the Remain in Mexico program. Now, asylum seekers are required to wait at the southern border until their trial.
The Trump administration also ended birthright citizenship for anyone born in the U.S., but a judge blocked that, calling it blatantly unconstitutional today. The president also said immigration agents can now make arrests in places like churches and schools.
News Channel 9's Mary Beth Mangrum spoke to school staff and a lawyer about the policy's impact. Mary Beth.
Josh, Kim, one executive order under President Trump is affecting so-called sensitive locations and wants to reverse a policy set by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which prevented agents from making arrests in places like schools. One Hamilton County School Board member worries that lifting that policy could put learning environments in jeopardy.
President Trump was real clear about what he thought was important for the country. Stop illegal immigration, secure the border, and take the violent criminal offenders that are not citizens back to the countries they came from.
And new orders from the Trump administration would permit those ICE agents to remove students from the schools they attend. But the plan for Hamilton County schools potentially adjusting to this change
I haven't seen the whole thing yet. I know there's legislation.
Hasn't been discussed.
We have over 6,800 children in our schools that speak little or no English. So it is a problem.
Steve Slater represents District 1 for the Hamilton County School Board. He says the mandate may compromise the learning environment.
I don't think ICE needs to come into the school and create that problem. I think that's going a little bit overboard.
But when we spoke with immigration attorney Terry Olson,
I've been told by contacts that I have that they're already seeing agents go to restaurants and going to nonprofits. So I would honestly think it could happen any day now.
there might not be much schools can do.
It states that if a school official or any official does not provide information needed, entry needed, any type of physical action information, etc., if they do not comply, then they will be going against the immigration agents who are trying to carry out their actions, and thereby that can be seen as an actual criminal action.
The statement reads, quote, criminals will no longer be able to hide in America's schools and churches to avoid arrest, end quote. Olson says he remembers when those spaces, called sensitive areas, weren't protected to begin with.
I've been an immigration attorney in Chattanooga since 2002. And I actually was here for the first raids or site visits, etc., that did happen to hospitals and schools, etc. And then, honestly, there was no plan. And I'm not surprised that there's not a plan now, because I believe that they understand that they can't really stop it.
The ICE policy signed in 2011 describes the sensitive locations as any type of school, hospital, places of worship, the site of any religious ceremony, and any site where a public demonstration is ongoing. Kim?
Mary Beth, thank you. Arrests in schools and churches are not the only controversial policy from the new administration. Several lawsuits have already been filed by human rights organizations and attorneys general. This as the Trump administration is working to make good on its promise to arrest and deport millions of undocumented people.